Hello and welcome to section 2 of Exploring the Development Environment. In the previous section, we learned how to register as an iOS developer, and we also learned how to install Xcode, our IDE. In this section, we're going to begin our journey into working with the IDE Xcode. First, we're going to create the project we're going to be working on. Then, we'll take a whistle-stop tour around Xcode and look at the core workspace. And finally, we'll take a look at the project file itself and understand the difference between projects and targets. Now that we have our environment set up, we're going to take the next logical step and create the project that we're going to be working on throughout this course. First, we're going to look at how we can create a new project in Xcode. And then, I'll guide you through the steps needed to create a project. When I open Xcode for the first time, I'm presented with this view, where I'm given a series of choices. The one we want here is this Create a new Xcode project. If, however, you've closed this window for any reason, you can always go up to File, New, and then click on Project, or use this keyboard shortcut, which is the Shift-Command-N. Xcode provides excellent wizards for creating both projects and files. This wizard guides you through the process of creating a new project. Let's have a very quick look at our options. Here I can create applications, frameworks, or libraries for either iOS, watchOS, or OS X. Each of these has different options or templates that allow me to quickly create new applications, frameworks, or libraries for the operating system that I want to work on. Now, while much of what you will learn in this tutorial has benefits purely in iOS, a lot of it also has benefits in many of the other different types of projects you can create within Xcode, including OS X, watchOS, and tvOS. For the purpose of this course, we're going to select Single View Application as the template for our project. When I click on Next, it'll take me through to a page where some of the most vital information about the project is requested. Let's run through these each, step by step. The project name is the actual name of the project, and in many cases, the name that's displayed under the icon on your home screen when the app is installed. The name of the app we'll be creating is DreamSeekr. Next, we have organization name. This is an optional field, but it is quite important, as it will be added to the copyright information generated at the top of every file that you create. Here, as you can see, I've put Packed Publishing. The organization identifier is one of the most important fields. When combined with the project name, it creates the bundle identifier, which you can see below. This is used to identify your app in the iTunes Connect. Every identifier must be unique to the App Store, so the general practice is to create an identifier as a reverse domain name. For example, with Packed Publishing, I would enter com.packed. We can choose to write our application in either Swift or Objective-C. Since this course is covering Swift 2.0, we'll choose Swift as our option. Devices gives us the choice of creating an app that works on either iPhones or iPads, or as a universal application, meaning that we will be able to work across any of these devices. In this course, we're going to be creating a universal application. Then below, we have three checkboxes, which are Use Core Data, Include Unit Tests, and Include UI Tests. If I select any of these three options, code will be generated that will allow me to either use core data or to include UI or unit tests. These last three options are not in the scope of this course, so we're going to leave these deselected. Don't worry if you do make a mistake at any step here, as every item can be changed throughout the development process. And where a change is more complex, such as with the project name, Xcode provides tools to guide you through the necessary steps. Once I select Next, I'm given the choice of where to save this. So here, I'm going to select Desktop, but you can choose to put this anywhere you want, such as within a development folder. At this stage, we also get the chance to use Git. Git is a version control system that allows you to save the differences in your code as you're coding. I've chosen to leave this in at this point, but you can unclick this if you don't want to use Git as your version control system. Once I click Create, Xcode then generates the project and all the initial files to begin programming. Now that we've created our project, in the next video, we're going to explore Xcode and have a look at our development environment.